So, I've been meaning to do a video on the squirrel-proof feeder here, which I've had for 30 years or more. It starts out with a 1-inch gas line pipe, and it goes up, and you might see near the top there's a hole put through it. Where is it? There's a hole through it, and you'll see what you can see right through the hole there. And that's to hold a pin. And believe it or not, the bears have, years ago, have bent this pipe all the way to the ground, and it took all my might to bend it back up, so it's been bent a couple times. But the key is this 4-inch diameter piece of ductwork here, galvanized steel painted brown, and in each end is a plug, which is a 3/8 plywood or something with a hole in it, same size as the pipe, and that's looking down in there. And there's the holes right there and right there. That's the holes that this pin goes through, and that holds it up onto the thing. And then at the top there's a similar plug here, and this is attached to the bottom of this fan that was from a fan, and they put the cloth on here, and then this is a combination of who knows what, flower pots and different things, stick of wood, a couple pieces of metal. This goes in the top, and the flower or the bird feeder tube stands in there. So now we're going to try to assemble this here. I do this every time a bear tears it down. So, you know, it's not necessary to do this except when that happens. So let's see what happens. First we'll take the tube here and slide it over the top. And then the pin will go in one side through this hole, and that'll go out the other side and come out the other side of the tube there, and that'll hold this thing up. And the squirrels cannot get past this. Every young squirrel climbs up the pole and thinks it can get past this. They get stopped by this every time. So no squirrel has ever made it past the top of the thing. So I got the pin through the case here, and now I'm trying to work it through the steel pipe like that, and then out the other side. And it's got to be sort of centered on here so that pipe's a little bent up. So you can see this has to be centered in such a way that I can get that top piece on. So here's the plug here with a hole through it, and that just drops on here and goes in here. I just turn it around till it finds a spot to go in. That's simple like that. And then ultimately, so they can't get past. The squirrels cannot get past this. They climb up to here and they look under here, they look around, and they just can't get past that thing there. And here's the, yeah, I used to have hooks. You know, there's hooks here and you could hang bird feeders, but the tall bird feeders I can just stand, and the wire that in the cap of them just goes up in these recessed areas, and it stands it up there very nicely. And it goes in there. Very simple. It's got 1, 2, 3, 4 or 5 pieces, and that's it. So eventually I'll put cloth on there and then hang the feeder. So that's the anti-squirrel bird feeder. And no squirrel has ever gotten past it. It's as simple as you can get. Yep. Signing off. I'll throw this video on the one that the bear just took the feeder, which I can't find, by the way. I went out in the woods. I looked everywhere. I cannot find the feeder tube. It carried it off somewhere. Maybe it took it back to its den as a trophy. Who knows? Who knows how those bears work?